We're here with the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Mr. David Baker. David, what was it like to give that knock to Steve Atwater?
I'll tell you, it was really spectacular. The knock has kind of taken off a life of its own here recently, and but unfortunately, the hardest part of my job is I also have to call the guys who don't make it before we knock on the door. So I think it's been about 4 years straight that I've had to call Steve and tell him that we hope we're returning with better news next year. And this was the year that we could knock on his door and provide the really good news. And he was excited, his family excited. I think, I'm sure all of Denver's excited.
Does the wait make it a little bit more special this time around?
I really believe it does. It's hard. It should be hard to make it into the Hall of Fame. But I think everybody thought that's, and it's very unusual sometimes when I first got here to get a safety in.
Yeah.
But we've had a good run on safety, and this class has 2 safeties, and actually 3 if you count, Donnie Shell.
Yep.
But in the modern era class, there's 2 safeties with Troy and with Steve.
What kind of player was Steve Atwater?
Steve Atwater, he was a game-changing player. He hit hard. He was selfish. Obviously called the smiling assassin. He's a wonderful, kind-hearted guy, unless he's got pads on.
You've been spending a lot of time in Denver recently. We've had a lot of, lucky enough to have a lot of Hall of Famers come in, so we'll be seeing you again next fall.
Well, I think you got another Hall of Famer that's going to come in, and maybe 2, between Peyton and John Lynch. I think John Lynch makes it in eventually, and I know the Buccaneers claim him, and you guys do too, and I know the Colts claim Peyton, but you guys claim him as well, and he calls Denver home.
Exactly.
So I think that there's a lot of good days ahead for the Broncos.
All right, David, thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks so much.